My show today, ladies and gentlemen, is about half stepping. You got so many people in the game, you understand me, in the game of life or in the game itself. They'd be half stepping. I'm gonna tell you the meaning of half stepping. Doing something halfway, not doing something all the way. You tell somebody you're gonna do this. I'm gonna have this for you later on today. Then you don't see them for 3 or 4 days and they still don't have it. And then when they come back with it, they come back with one or something, and talking about I'm gonna keep the rest for myself. You know what I'm talking about? Man, no, that ain't right, man. That's not really having taking care of business. You know what I'm saying? And them suckers that be half stepping, I don't have no respect for them, and I'm about through with them because first of all, it's like anything else. You messing with them half steppers, that's the habit that they got. You understand me? They don't know how to be full fledged. Full fledged is the opposite of that. That's when you be on top of your job. You understand? From the time you get up, the time you lay down, you handling your business. You're on top of your game. You get everything you out there to get, everything you go out there to do. You accomplish that. You understand? Half steppers don't accomplish nothing. They go out in the game. You understand me? And always come up short of whatever they going out there to do. You know, I mean, I don't care what it is. If it's getting somewhere, they're gonna be late. You understand me? If it's coming up with some money, they're gonna be short. You know what I mean? If they owe you something, they're gonna give you part of it. They gonna give you all of it. You know what I mean? That's that half stepping. And you know what I'm saying? I had to do a show on half stepping because I got too many people I know in life that exactly what they are half steppers. You know, and even in my disease, I wasn't a half stepper. I can honestly say I took care of business even then. I might have got the things that I was supposed to get, and I might have lost them, but I got them. I didn't play around. You understand me? I took care of business. That was just in my gene. It's in my gene to be a full-fledged player. You understand me? And to be full-fledged in the game. You know what I'm saying? But half stepping is just like anything else. You know what I'm saying? Whatever I go after, whatever I go to be, I'm gonna try to be the best I can be. You understand me? And be all the way down. You know, that's just the way I am. You know what I mean? And I figure that these people that be half stepping and hating and all, it's all in the same category. I don't know if it's because they hating, they don't get things done. You know, I don't know how to figure that one out. You know what I'm saying? But the girl told me about how people want to talk about me, about these are half steppers that be doing all this talking. These dudes be half stepping because they don't be all the way down on their job. You know, like me. If I'm not on my job doing what I'm supposed to do, that's because I'm doing something else. But it's not because I'm just lazy and I just ain't doing nothing at all. No, I'm going to be doing something, you understand me? Because that's what I'm all about. It's taking care of business, you understand? TCB, you dig? That's what it's all about with me, you know? But it's just like I say, you understand me? I know so many people. And I have a tendency now where I'm just going to stay away from them. I don't pay them no mind. When they come with something that ain't right, I let them know. I put them in check. I check them real fast, you understand? Because it's like this here. I'm not going to let you continuously half step on my time or half step with me. You understand? You know what I'm talking about? If that's the way you are, that's you, but it ain't going to change who I am and what I do. You know what I'm talking about? I'm still going to be the best I can be and be the best I am, you understand? Because that's what I do. And that's what I'm all about. You know what I'm saying? And I've been having a good week. I've been doing what I got to do, you understand me? And as far as things go, they are beautiful, you dig? Everything is beautiful, you understand me? And as far as like associates, I limit myself, like I said, I got some women I be involved with that I associate with. And when it comes to men, very few. Just the ones that come by the office, the ones I know throughout the game, the ones that buy movies mostly. And any ones that other than the ones that buy movies, the players I know from in the game, we just kick game a little bit and that's it. As far as anything personal or going somewhere or getting involved in anything, that ain't happening. I don't do that because I don't allow no time to get crossed up with no brothers about nothing. You understand me? I leave distance between me and another person. You understand me? I am not going to be the one to try to get along with them. All I'm trying to do is handle my business. You know what I mean? They may not like the way I do business, but they will respect it. You understand? And that's the way that is. You know what I mean? And I try to work with those that are worthy of deserving respect. You know what I'm saying? Because you got people, say for instance, you might let him, he might get some movies. Then he might, you understand me, be short. But you know his reputation, proceeds the fact that he's always having money and always paying. So you don't mind giving him credit because you know he ain't a half-stepper. He's a real live player. He's a real full-fledged, person. What he does, you understand me, is takes care of business. So he ain't want to be shucking and jiving, But I just want to reiterate some things on some shows that I was talking about. See, when I talk about shows, I'm not actually talking about the people that are involved in the show. It's a point I'm making. See, when I talk about my different shows, I talk about different people, it be a point I'm making. Like right now, I'm talking about these people that's half-stepping. You know what I'm saying? I'm not talking about the people generally that's half-steppers. I'm making a point about not being involved with those people no more than you have to be, and realizing that that's the way they are. You understand? Because this is a dude I had more respect for him, and then I literally found out he's a half-stepper. You know what I'm saying? After 2 or 3 times, you don't come up with something. I give you some advance payment on something because you're supposed to be so sharp. You're supposed to come back with that right away, man. You know what I mean? Otherwise, you half-stepping. You know what I'm saying? It's like that's your MO. That's the way you are. You understand? You half-stepping in the game. You half-stepping like, see, when I come up, we had a label for people that did things like that. You know what I'm saying? And that's the characteristic that they had in them, that the way they did things, that was under that hammer. You understand me? That was up under that umbrella. We left them like that. You understand? We didn't, give them no credit than what they deserved. That was the type of person they were, and that was it. That's just like you had people that was in the game that always come up with some money. They never was broke. They would always be hustling. If they didn't have no money, they'd be going out there trying to get something. And then within a day or two, they'd have a bank. They'd have money. They'd never be broke, no. Then you got these people that stay broke, right? And got game and know how to get money. Then you know what that is? They on dope. You understand me? Or they don't know how to manage their money. They got a problem. But that's half-stepping. I don't care what steps in between your half, but makes you half-stepper. It could be drugs or whatever it is. The point is, most of the time, that's just the way you are. That's your characteristic. Half-stepping is just in you. You understand me? People that know, as they get to know you and be around you long enough, they'll realize, you understand me, that half-stepping is a characteristic, is the way you are. You know what I'm saying? And I've had friends I've had a long time that been half-stepping, and they was one of them people that they call lucky. They'd be lucky, but the difference with them being from half-stepping and being a success, is the fact that they would win more than they would lose. But they would win, but they would throw their money away and be broke and still wouldn't have nothing. They weren't responsible. So they was like Rudy Poots in the game. I wouldn't give them no trophy and tell them to say they was on top of the game because they would get money and do their thing. But the point of it is, it's just that it was a different era then. See, that was a different times. Them times back then when people was on top of the world. You know what I'm saying? When we had to do what we had to do. We had to sacrifice and make adjustments. We had to sacrifice and make adjustments in the game. That's just the way it was. You know what I'm saying? You couldn't fool around. You understand me? And not make adjustments in life. You had to make adjustments. You had to fit in, man. You had to get it, as they say, you had to get in where you fit in. If you wasn't getting in, you wasn't fitting. You understand me? Because that's the way it went. Get in where you fit in. Excuse me. And that's what we had to do. But we was raised that way. We was raised like I was raised around sharp players. The dressing and looking good and playing a part and talking slick, that was all part of the game. You know what I mean? It was always, you was a con man, you understand me? You did what you did, it started off being a con. But the dressing and the look all went with it. Like when I was playing, the Murphy, you understand me, as they called it. The first game I learned in the street, I was messing with Sweet Roy, and he was the sharpest brother I ever seen. And I got up under him and got that game. And that game carried me on after that to other things that you do. Dressing always played a part. You know what I mean? All the best dressers were the ones that was getting the money. They dressed the part. They got the money and they dressed the part. They was able to dress like they wanted to. have everything matching and have it that way because they was not struggling. They had plenty of money. So they look like that. If you look like that, your confidence and your strength is going to be better for you in whatever you do. If whatever you're trying to do and whatever you're trying to achieve, looking good was the main objective. When you trying to get women, whether you was a gigolo, just trying to get a girlfriend, or you was a pimp trying to get old, looking good was very significant. Looking good, smelling good, and being fresh. You know what I'm saying? That meant a whole lot. Now, they don't value that. But the women value it. The women still value it, and people value it, but you don't see it. You don't see it projected. Very few people project that. Like, you see the way I'm dressed? I dress like this every day. Very few people, when you step out in society, dress up at all, especially consistently. You might have somebody going to a funeral, somebody going to church, or going to a player's ball. But when you do this every day, consistently, then that's your character. That's who you are. They judge you, but that's who you are. And you get a lot of haters like that. See, I get a lot of half-steppers that they can't step up to the plate because they're half-stepping. They can't step up to this, so they want to cut somebody down. They want to make an excuse, you understand me, about why I look so good. They want to talk about me, right? Call me a kind. The broad was sitting there next to me, and she said something smart. I was looking so fly. Yesterday, I had on green glass, the whole thing. You understand me? I was looking so good. She had to say something smart. And I said, well, I know you a hater too. I said, it's all right, because these broads was coming up to the window, and they was giving my respect, and they was telling me, ooh, how good you look and all that, which I hear it all the time. But you got a girl sitting there, and she hating because I ain't a man, but she's sitting there with me, and she associated with me. But she look like nothing, talking about when she get off work, how she can dress up. Look, it ain't about how you can dress up, what kind of dressing up you can do. The point is you are not dressed up. And that's the same with that other fool with the lunch bell, with the window thing. Them people, you can say what you want to say about how you got clothes at home or how you got this there. But the fact is, you are not wearing the stuff. I don't care what you say. I've never seen you in it. So you half-stepping because you looking regular, mediocrity, you understand me? Rudy Poot type shit that you projecting, but you want to talk like you got all this stuff. If you do have it, don't talk about it, wear it. If you ain't wearing it, and you talking about the stuff, what is that? That don't mean nothing. It's like anything else, man, you understand me? Do what you going to do. You ain't got to talk about it. I bought 2 suits last week. I told the man came in the clothing store, and I told him, I said, man, you know, I'm about to do boom, 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 boom. Man, I did it in front of the bar, man, you understand me? Because I'm steady sharpening my wardrobe. I'm steady being fly. It ain't something I do. It's something I do out of habit. Out of habit of doing good and habit of looking good. Just like when I was in the game. This is a habit I got just then being a full-fledged player, not no half-stepper. When I was sharpening my cars, putting tools on there, putting gold on the doorknob, putting the curtains in there, putting reupholstery, put suede over the roof, suede over the back. All this capping I did was for a reason. I was investing my money. When I bought jewelry, I got jewelry made. I did that. I was all an investment. That was always being top dog. That's sharpening your wardrobe. When you do that, you understand me? You being better in your position in the game. Your cars, sharpen your cars and all your tools, that's better than your position in the game. That's what projects how you are and who you are and what you are in the game. You understand me? You got a name, but you got a reputation you got that goes with that name. So you want to proceed being a winner, you understand me, and being a full-fledged player. You don't want to have half-stepping and mediocrity and a regular nigga that ain't doing nothing. No, you want to be a top flight, top dog nigga. But you don't just start being this way. This is where you was from the gate. You know what I'm saying? From the time you was young to the time you got old, you stayed on top of your business, man. You kept it on top. You understand me? You kept it on top to a point to where you was able to, you understand me, be recognized. That's why I say women choose you. And that's what hate the regular people and the mediocrity and them dudes that's half-stepping. That's what make them mad, because they don't put the work in, but then they expect to get the work results. You know what I mean? They want to drop salt and talk bad because they can't get a woman under the right note. You know what I mean? They can't get a woman to like them for what they're doing. You understand me? And if they were smart enough, they would realize one thing, that it ain't you that got to do the talking and the bragging. Your women and people outside of you do the talking. They advertise and campaign for you. The women you associate with, the women you're around, the women you with, they do the talking to other people. Then that what brings them, you understand me, to knowing your pedigree. And when they know your pedigree, that's what makes you a giant and a winner. And that's what the people want to be. They want to be with winners. You understand me? So when you Rudy Poot, man, when you half-stepping, you ain't doing nothing, you understand me? Mediocrity. That's mediocrity. Only people going to gravitate or be toward that is somebody on that level. Regular people. Which is all right. Ain't nothing wrong with being regular. People is people as far as that go. But I'm speaking on reputation as far as having money, as far as being a star. I'm talking about shining bright, you understand me? Trying to light up a section of an intersection or light up a neighborhood. You understand? Like me, I'm unofficial mayor of 6th Street, right? You know what I mean? And like the broad that's running for Senate, she tells me, she says, hey, you understand me? We're going to put you on a flyer. You know, all that's good for the campaign. Anything they do for me to make me more popular is good for me. I'm game for it. Because that's how I'm winning, by being famous. You understand me? By being famous in my town. You understand? And keeping it 100, you understand me, characteristic-wise, and being on top of the game. You know, and that's how you got to do. Keep your character and everything in order, you know. And don't be cutting people up and thinking you better than nobody else. None of that. You know, don't brag and be thinking you better. You don't do that. You just show by illustration. When I say half-stepping and all that, I had to say that because people come to me every day talking about they're going to bring this for me, they're going to bring this to me, do this, do that, and they don't do it, right? So I said I got to do a show on these people because what they're actually doing, what they are actually showing, and they don't realize it themselves, you know what I mean, is that they half-stepping. That's just their character. You know, most of them, they either drink or they on drugs, so it's the reason why they do it. You know, but this one guy's supposed to be in recovery like, but he's tripping too. And he ain't, you know what I mean? You don't know what people's reasons why they do what they do. You know? And I don't have time to worry about what they do. I just know it's a label and it's a name for that. And that's half-stepping. And that's something I don't want to be nowhere around. Anybody half-stepping, when they tell you they're going to do something, do it. It's just like me, if I don't do something, and I tell you I'm going to do it, that's what I'm going to do it next time. Or like last week, I was supposed to take care of some business, and I didn't do it, but I took care of business with the cat the day before, week before, and then I said, bam, well, tonight I handle my business with him. You understand? Because I told him how the deal is. But that's what it's all about. I'm going to get it done. Don't think I'm not going to get it done. You understand me? It's just that I'll be on top of my business. I'm going to do it. Because I'm not a half-stepper. I don't be putting stuff off and not having what I say I'm going to have and all that. You understand? If something I don't have, like I'm putting things off now because I ain't been to L.A. to get the watches, the proper watches I need, well, that's an understanding. That's an occupational hazard. That ain't nothing to do with, you understand me, because I'm still a giant and I make giant moves. It's just sometimes you can't make the moves, so you got to do what you do. You understand? And that's how that goes, you understand? But I'm not one to understand me to make one feel, you understand me, that I deserve, you know, I give you respect when you give respect. It's like some people, you understand me, I got to roast them because of certain things they do and certain things where they can come at me with something, you know? And some people, I give them the benefit of the doubt, you know? It's all depending on the character. But I know what I'm doing, believe me, when it come out to this game. I've been doing this stuff long enough to know how to do it right. You understand? You know? And I'm going to stay on top of my business. And I'm going to stay winning. And I suggest you people out there in TV land to watch who you messing with. You understand? Realize that you run your show. You are the king of your castle. You are the queen of your domain for you ladies. And you realize this. You make the decisions to be around who you want to be around and who you don't want to be around. And if they stress you out and you're not happy to be around them, don't be around them. If they give you money or do things for you, still don't let that be a determining factor because all money is not good money. That's like that lady tomorrow, I'm not messing with her, and people want to try to get me back with her. No, I don't want to be a part of her. I want to stay away from her because it's the best thing ever happened to me when I took the trip and realized, you understand me, that she was, she wasn't on my level. You understand me? And it's like people that messes with people that ain't got nothing that's below them, and they want to be the shining light up under the other people. They ain't doing nothing but just feeling bad themselves. but they feel good next to the people that they're around. But that's a sorry thing to be. You want to be around people that uplift you, people that are doing good or better than you doing. If you're around people that's doing as good or better than you, then that's gonna challenge you, and you're gonna do better. You understand? And like a friend of mine pulled up in a Rolls Royce the other day. All of a sudden, they came up, pulled up. You understand me? They see me, a brand new Phantom. You understand? Brand new Rolls Royce. Man, you know that made me feel good. He come by to see me. Man, that made my day. You understand me? Because hey, these are the things that count. These are the people I'm looking up to. These are the people I want to be about. You know, these people I identify with. You understand? Winners, people that are doing things, that are doing great things, that are being great in their lives. That's who I want to identify with. That's why I have people half-stepping and all that old kind of stuff. Man, I ain't got time for them. I say hi and I say goodbye. If you got something for me, whatever, boom, 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 we can negotiate and you know, probably make something happen. Bam, that's cool. If not, don't talk to me about it. Don't tell me nothing until you got something that you want to work with. You know what I'm saying? Like if I need some ties or some flowers or things that I need to sharpen my wardrobe and you can get your hands on them, then tell me about it. Don't keep telling me you come and work with it and never come up with it. You know? Because it's like, be real, you understand me? Don't talk about the things you're going to do. Do the things that you are supposed to do. And let the actions speak rather than the words. Then you're building character and you're building being more for real. If you just got to keep your mouth closed and don't say nothing, rather than say, I'm going to have this later on today. I'm going to go get this right now. And then don't come back and get it. See, that's what make you half-stepping. When you make that decision right there and say you're going to come back with this or you're going to come back with that. Because when you don't come back at all you're doing is making yourself look bad. You know what I'm saying? People don't value what you say and what you do. You know, and that puts you in a category as a Rudy Poo, a half-stepper, and all them old names that people call people that's not serious, you know, just trying to get by. You know what I mean? And they lose a little respect for you. You know what I mean? You know, somebody might give you give them a few dollars and they be to sold themselves out because they didn't come back with what they're supposed to do. And if it takes you 2 or 3 days to come back with $2 or $3, then you really have a problem. You understand what I'm saying? But that's your problem. That ain't mine. I ain't going to let it be mine. Because I'm going to keep on going to the top. I'm going to keep on climbing to the top. You understand me? And keep on making it my way. My way is going to be the best way, you understand what I'm saying? Because I'm going to stay on top of my game. But ladies and gentlemen, let me close this show. As I always say to young people, be respectful to your elders. Be a gentleman. Don't use a lot of cuss words. Be Christian-like and try to be nice. You understand me? And everything is good to go your way. And good vibrations to come. You understand? Treat people right and treat people respectful. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. I will sign out now and let you know that it's International Red for the record. Believe that.